Hey guys, it's me, Estella, and today I'm going to be answering another really commonly asked question that I get, which is how many AP classes is too many to take, I guess, in a year or just in the span of high school. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, find it helpful, and let's get into the video. So, Eros, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, or your username, or yeah, but hopefully I pronounced it correctly, asks how many APs is too many for me and my friends. Taking the non-AP version of a class doesn't seem like an option because our class is very competitive. I signed up for 5 next year and I'm kind of worried. And then Alex Worrell, sorry if I say that incorrectly, also taking live AP classes like 7 next year. Wow, it suddenly got really dark. Okay. Anyway, so I'm first of all not really like an expert or a person who can say how many AP classes is too many. I think that really, as far as I've read and know, that colleges mainly look at your school, and depending on how many AP classes your school offers, they then kind of judge whether or not you took a lot or not that many as compared to how many were offered to you. So I think that it's really relative to your school, and some schools have a lot of limits on how many AP classes you take. So some people only end up taking like 4 or 5 or even less throughout their high school career, I guess. Not because they're like lazy, but because their school doesn't offer them. And as far as I know, colleges are totally fine with that. And what they're mainly looking for is not how many AP classes you've taken, but just how rigorous your course load has been compared to other students in your school, and that can be indicated by your GPA and your class rank and based on like the region and stuff like that. So I don't really think there's like an ideal amount of AP classes, if that makes sense. But I would say that the amount of AP classes that is too many is how many is too many for you. Wow, this is getting really weird. For some people, depending on what extracurriculars you're doing or just how comfortable you feel with taking AP classes, 5 in a year might be a complete stretch and just like not a smart idea, especially if you're doing some insane extracurriculars or you are taking like some really other hard classes. Then 5 APs might be just completely not doable, and that might be too much for you. For some people take like 9 in 1 year, and that's totally fine. So I really think it depends on you and your schedule and just what you're doing apart from school. So if you're not really doing that many extracurriculars, then you might want to focus more on like schoolwork and taking more AP classes if you can. But if you can't, then that, I think colleges will understand depending on your school. But there are definitely a lot of other, if you feel like you're not taking as many as you would like to take, there are a lot of other options like dual enrollment, online classes, if your school offers or allows you to do that, and things like that. So you can definitely try those out. I really think that probably jumping from 1 AP class to 9 or 7 in the next year is a lot, but I'm not ever going to tell somebody that they can't do something. I think that if you're really determined, that if you set your mind to it, you can accomplish what you want. But I just would like to say that I do think that try thinking about it before you go from like 1 AP class or 0 to 7 in 1 year. It's kind of nice to do it in a stepwise manner like I did. I took 3 my freshman year, 5 my sophomore year. So you can see like there's a progression. But yeah, so I really would just say that it really depends on you and your schedule and your abilities and just how you feel about taking AP classes. I would say that probably taking like 10 plus is already just insane, but I've heard of people who've done that, so I don't know. It really depends, but yeah, that's all I really have to say. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and sorry for the weird lighting, but yeah. Bye guys!